Hello there. So today we're going to shift a little bit and talk about something other than cameras and just camera gears. We're just going to talk about directing. I know some of us have like shoots, be it photo shoots, video shoots, and events. We have clients that have a vision, and which is number one top priority. The client's vision is first. The client's vision and it's your vision, but you have to have a vision. That's what I'm trying to get. That's the video. The reason why I said you need to have your own vision for the client's gig, be it a wedding, be it a documentary, be it a music video, it's just so when it gets to a point where the client run out of ideas, you're stepping in. Half of the time they have the ideas, but they don't have it all the way 100% because they're clients, they are visionaries, they're not directors or photographers or cinematographers or DPs. And half of the time when they have these visions, you are supposed to bring that vision to life. But while bringing that vision to life, the client might, and sometimes you have a client that just goes from the beginning to the end. They execute the whole project 100% their idea, which is totally fine. We see that a lot. But we also have clients that are knowledgeable of what they want, but they don't know how they want it. That's where you come in. When they tell you their story or tell you what they want to get done, you should already be 2 steps ahead and say, you know what? They say they want 1 or 2 models walking from each direction. How about we have 2 or 3 models walking from each direction? Now we have 4 to 6 models on set. Now that's a party. Now the scene is a little lit up. So now your ideas are just woke up something in the client, and the client look at you like, that's something I might consider. It might cost more money, but the more the merrier. You see what I'm saying? You know, you can be in an event and they say, hey, this is the event we want you to do, and this is the budget that we have, and this is the idea that we have. You take what they give you and you add yours. Now your sauce is what makes the video come out. Now you can take the client's vision 100% and put it on a video, but if you don't put your sauce in the video is not going to be as good as the client wants. Mind you, the client, they do want their vision to be brought to life, but they need your vision to bring their vision to life. So it's a balancing of ideas and vision. So they say, okay, I see a movie, I see a scene where this happens here when I come in and I want to dance with my bridesmaid, I want to dance with the groomsmen, or we all coming in a set, or we all coming in a bridal suite. They tell you what they want, but at the same time, you should have a vision what you would like to see or what you think the clients would like to see. The point of me saying that is, it just makes the work faster. It makes a client happier because trust me, you always want to exceed a client's expectations. If a client expects you to go 5 miles, you go 8 miles. Yeah. If the client expects you to do 2 or 3 things, you do 5 things. If the client expects you to produce 2 videos, you produce 3 videos for the client. And when you exceed the client's expectation, you are locked in with that client for a while. People always say, I'm going to do what I get paid for. Sometimes that's not really exceeding expectation. If you had clients that go on Pinterest and look a whole bunch of ideas on Pinterest and say, this is what I want for my photo shoot, this is what I want for my video shoot, I saw this on Pinterest and I want this done, but they don't have the budget. Now, it doesn't always have to look like Pinterest, but you can improvise. You can say, you know what, this client showed me stuff on Pinterest, but they only have $2,000 budget, they only had $3,000 budget, they only have $500 budget. But let me see what I can do if it's not breaking your back, if it's not breaking your bank, and if it's not breaking your equipment. I think you should go for it. The goal of this is to say you want to direct your set. You want to have a vision in your set. You want to direct your music video. You want to direct your wedding. Sometimes you have clients that do not have a vision of what they want. They want you to step in. So if you have a client that don't have a vision for what they want, but they want something good, what do you do then? Because if you just show up in an event or you show up in a set and you just want to turn the camera on and turn the lights on and you start recording, but you don't have a vision, and the client said, well, I don't have a vision, what do you do? So you and the client are looking at each other, no vision. The clients might forget their vision. So when they're on set, some clients are shy. When they get on set, they forget what they talked to you about. So now They don't say, they're just trying to get past that set moment. That's where you come in and say, hey, we did have a meeting and you said you wanted this to be on here and that to be on here. You wanted this 2 people to be on the other side and these other 2 people to be on this side. When a client comes in and they sit down and you're doing a documentary or an interview, you need to have a guideline, an outline of what you're doing, an outline of what you're going to talk about. But as soon as that is done and the client start wandering off, you need to know when to bring it back to the original. You're doing a wedding, you want to be able to direct the bride, direct the bridal suite. Say, hey, you know, I want you ladies to stand right here. I want you ladies to pop the champagne. I want you guys, ladies, to do a toast. I want you want to direct. This is where, you know, I'm directing the groom and the bride in the field and say, hey, you know, I want you guys to run. And I always think running, you know, in a wedding is one of the most romantic. If you watch movies, you know, I'm all for the romance and stuff. So, you know, when I direct my weddings, I try to make sure I make a movie off the wedding. So I make sure the bride and the groom do something like that. They don't always have to run. You know, it just depends on the setting. Like if you're in a hotel setting, it's no point in running there. But if you're in a field, you in a nice hallway, you in a nature, just something that is enticing, something that is nice to look at. Other than a couple, I would advise them to run then. I try to advise them on, you know, kind of like just going there and so, because they're in the moment. And a lot of times they're so in the moment where they're not worried about creativity. They're trying to enjoy that moment. Like if you getting married, for those of you that's married, those of you that's not, just imagine if you were getting married or it's your birthday party. Most of the time, you're not worried about how the video is gonna come out. You worried about having a good time. You are in that moment. That's when the videographer, the photographer, that's when they come in and pretty much they bring your vision that was initially discussed and their vision to life. Now, if everything don't go as planned, sometimes a client, they're fine. They're having a good time. They're not worried about that moment. They're gonna ask you about that moment in a week when the video comes out and when the picture comes out and it's not as planned. That's you're gonna be the one that they ask that question. Say, oh, what happened to this part? Why didn't we do this? What happened to this picture? Why didn't we take the picture over there? Because they're so in the moment, they're not thinking about any of that stuff. That's where you come in. That's when you take control of that situation and say, hey, we're supposed to take pictures by the balcony, but we're still in the hallway. What's going on? We need to move to the balcony. And trust me, your client, they would appreciate you for that. They would appreciate you for making them stick to schedule, stick to plan, stick to the shoot, stick to the shot list, stick to whatever you guys originally planned. Now, some clients are free and are free-spirited, free-minded people, and they say, we're going to go by the energy, and you need to know when to pump them brakes and let them people do what they want to do. When you push that record button, your job just don't end there. When you push that record button, you need to make sure things is going as planned. That's it today. That's all we talking about. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed this little clip. I hope I didn't run my mouth too much like I always do. I always find a way to run my mouth. If you guys have any questions, just put it in the comment section. Let me know what you want me to talk about. It's still the New Year's, you know, it's still January. We're still having fun. We're still celebrating the New Year's. And we're still making sure you guys are subscribing to this channel because I need the support. We're trying to get the subscribers game up. We're trying to get this thing rolling. We're trying to get the ball rolling. We have so much to talk about. We got so much to talk about. Next video, I got something special for you guys. Stay tuned.